Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Between Us Two. I'm your host Megan.
And this is Jess.
And today we're gonna just kind of wing it. We're gonna freestyle a little bit.
Because that's just how life is going.
Yeah. June was the fucking season finale of a show nobody even wants to watch. So it's been a rough few weeks.
Mm-hmm. We wouldn't even know where to start. I mean, I guess we can.
Girl.
And yes, we know this is like a vent session, okay, guys? Don't judge us for being emotional on a podcast. About to hear my rage come out. I'm just kidding.
Jess wants to quit the podcast.
No, I want to quit life. Just kidding.
Should I 988 this shit?
Yeah, right. Shit, maybe. We'll see by the end of the episode.
Oh my god. I feel bad because I pushed you to get social media and all this shit, and now you're depressed, and it's because I'm a shitty friend and I don't show up for you, and I pushed you to get social media and I don't encourage you to lose weight and all this shit.
Okay, so here's the thing. I am not one to blame anybody else for my insecurities. I'm telling you right now. Okay, when I sit at home.
But I am. So.
When I sit at home and think about the stupid shit that I want to change, I'm not mad because I want to change things. I'm mad because I know that I can. And I just can't seem to find a hint of motivation, encouragement, or have the fucking discipline to do it. And it is what it is. So.
Well, can we I know, and we'll cut this if you don't want to talk about it, but I just want to,
freely talk about it.
Because your struggle is, the real struggle of ADHD, not what they show you on fucking TikTok, not the, oh, whoopsie, I forgot. That's not the fucking reality of it.
So
the reality of it is a living hell.
Yeah.
And it's a real fucking struggle every single day to do basic shit. And the way social media has it, it's like, oh, we all got some tism and we all got the ADHD. And it's like that. It's not a trend. It's not a joke. It's, for people that really struggle with it, it's a fucking hard knock life.
And before getting even more into it, I do just also want to say I'm very hesitant to, it's one thing to mention it oh, haha, ADHD moment, haha, giggles, funny. But I hesitate to get more into it because, I know how some people view it, and I know I shouldn't care. But, over time, I've kind of heard, comments about it and I don't know. Okay, so, for example, me personally, I've had someone ask me, hey, do you think that you make it your whole personality? And it's just kind of what? I'm trying to make sense of it here. I'm not sitting here complaining, expecting someone to solve my problems. I'm just trying to let people into my head so that they understand what I'm going through.
This is what I'm struggling with currently. Trying to explain yourself.
Yeah, I'm letting you guys in. I'm letting people in just so you guys understand where I'm coming from, and that's it. I'm not asking anybody to solve my problems. I'm not asking for no, pat in the back. I really don't give a shit about any of that.
Gold star sticker.
Yeah, I really don't give a shit about any of that. I have some hard days. I have a bunch of good days, and I will have in between. But anyways, we decided to make that a topic for today, I guess, for starters.
Yeah, we have been getting raw dog fucked by life lately.
Let's start there. Let's just tell them what's going on and then revisit more how we're doing.
All right, yeah. Do you want me to give a quick rundown of where it all started, or do you want to tell your part, or whatever?
Yeah, go ahead. It might be better.
So
because instead of me and you both dragging it, that's how I am. That's how I talk.
It started the last weekend of May. Jess and I were supposed to go to Jersey together on that Friday for her niece's
quinceañera.
Yeah, I can't say that word. I can't pronounce it correctly, so I'm not even going to try. So we were supposed to go up together on that Friday. Jess ended up having a family emergency, and she had to leave Wednesday. So that was very stressful. And then I come up on Friday as planned. Saturday morning, I get the news that my father died. I had to come back to New York like immediately. 2 weeks after that, after like dealing with all of that, my mom had a medical emergency, had to be sent to a hospital down near the city, and it was like a shit show, and it's been a very stressful month. Jess got a dog.
Well, that's the thing, like it was just like big, just huge, not so great things. It was just really hard to focus on a bunch of other great things that we were experiencing this month, like graduations, new dog.
Yeah, like my middle daughter just graduated middle school. That was really excited, and I felt bad because like it's happening during a time when like we just don't have the woohoo energy.
Like the mental capacity to really go about it.
Yeah, and then like through all this, we're still trying to like prioritize the podcast and like get shit done.
Trying, keyword.
We did get 2 episodes recorded, and like the audio just ended up not being good. We had some technical difficulties. We couldn't put anything out, so we kind of been MIA for a few weeks, which I think like adds to like the sense of like feeling bad and just so that's where the fuck we're at.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so the point of that is like, so, you know, there's the real life struggles in June specifically that it was just kind of smacking us in the face every time we turned around.
Yeah, they're like, oh, God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. I don't remember ever signing up for the fucking war. So I need to like speak to HR or something and figure out how I get out of here.
And then so while she's dealing with that, you know, real life shit, you know, actual shit. This is the time, of course, of it's the month of bad timings, I guess, right? So as you guys know, of course, I've been struggling for a while now. You know, it's normal for people with ADHD. It's normal. You know, it really does hit hard sometimes, like really, really, really hard. And I don't even mean it in a poor me. I mean it as like, no matter how hard I fucking try, I can't seem to get it right, no matter what it is.
Have you tried just not having ADHD?
I did, actually. It was like, hey, let me see if I can act normal. This problem's not here. Snapped my fingers.
Well, because I feel like you know, because it's just.
I wish you can add the. What is it? The cricket sound? After you said that.
Yeah, I can't even imitate a cricket. Well, because, you know, just like how it's like this whole trendy thing now to be like, have this or that. Like, I feel like people don't take it as serious and they just don't realize, to them, they're like, well, have you tried not being like that? Like, you know what I mean?
Or just, you know, go to bed early, set alarms. You know, like, it's like, oh, here's a 1, 2, 3 step. Like, fuck your steps, bro.
Oh my God. The self-help shit that keeps, my algorithm needs to fuck all the way off because it's like, you can spend $99.99 to buy my self-help book that the same shit that everything else says. That just, because like, for me too, I struggle with anxiety and OCD and things like that. And like, I've literally had people be like, well, just like, there's nothing to be anxious about. And it's like, oh my God, you're right, Susan. I never thought of it like that. I'm cured. And meanwhile, I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm picturing myself like punching this cunt like 8 times because.
Well, and the point that I keep trying to make that I keep on veering into different directions.
Yeah.
While you were going through this, my ADHD symptoms decided to go through the roof at this time. So it's like I couldn't even properly be there for you.
That is so selfish of you.
I know, right? It's so selfish of my ADHD.
No, I mean, it's so selfish of like my dad to die and my mom to fucking have a medical emergency while you're
I'm going.
No one has consideration anymore. Like, did they even think that I had time for this?
Oh my God.
Didn't even give me a minute to check my calendar.
Yeah. But yeah, no. And so like, anyways, you know, it was bad enough not being able to be there for you properly. But throughout this month,
you were with me when I literally got the news that my dad died, and you're like immediately in best friend mode.
Yeah. No, definitely. And I think either way, we did try throughout the month. Neither one of us were ourselves for different reasons. And we still try to be there for each other in with the little capacity that we had left.
I know that I fall short. Like, I can't think of a time where I've ever been like the go-to person for someone for support, because I don't think I'm very supportive.
Well, I mean, I've always felt that way too, but over time, like you said, you just said it earlier, matter of fact, you kind of you find your people, and that's what we got, so it's fine. And it's okay. Like, we're literally always there for each other, so it's fine. It's just, maybe that's just a reminder, like, it's okay to have, like, even when it comes to being there for each other, we're gonna have hiccups, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, you can't be, when you're not good for yourself at the moment, like, how are you gonna be?
Dude,
like, we can sit and be depressed together, but I don't have any fucking upbeat.
Well, we do that.
Hippity hoppity fucking.
We really do that though. Sometimes it's just the company that you need. You know?
Yeah,
and
that's
the point
true.
though. Like, the whole point is, people don't always need someone to solve their fucking problems. They just need someone to sit with you through it.
Yeah.
So you know, that's pretty much what we were doing.
Yeah.
This past month is what I say. Like, and it's just like we were feeling bad about not being able to be there for each other, quote unquote, properly. But we were in the best way we could. We were literally just sitting with each other.
And I mean, that's the thing too.
That's sitting in the feeling with each other.
That's one thing I always try to keep in mind, because I've had, like, someone's 100% might look different than your 100%.
Right. Oh yeah.
So, like, you being there for me at your 100% might look differently than me being there for you at my 100%, because our 100% may not be the same thing. So I think that's something to keep in mind, because we all have different capacities. We all have different.
Yeah, we do.
Different
gotta make
levels of liquid in our cups.
I'm kind of used to pouring from an empty cup too. Well, I'm constantly trying to refill it, but sometimes I don't have the capacity to, and I'm still trying to pour from an empty cup.
No, you gotta, like, there was actually one day, this was maybe like a week or two ago. No, maybe even longer than that. And it was like a really bad day for me. I was like, oh, like, come over something. And then you were like, you like at first planned to, and then after you were like, hey, like, I really just don't have the capacity. Like, I can't, I'm pouring from an empty cup right now. Like, and I was like, no, I totally get that. And I feel like more people should be, first of all, able to be like, I don't have that capacity right now. And then have the other people be like, no, I totally understand.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Because A, I know what it's like to pour from an empty cup.
Right.
And B, I don't want someone I care about to feel like they have to pour from an empty cup for me.
Exactly.
Like,
just, be honest with each other and communicate.
Yeah.
I noticed, like, a lot of this for me personally feels like anger. And it's something that I'm pretty used to that, because I kind of, like, throughout my entire childhood, I definitely... anger took the spotlight pretty often. I feel like now during moments of weakness, that's the most common emotion. It's like frustration, anger, and it's a lot of it's at myself. Even if I'm getting upset at other people, a lot of it is directed towards myself.
Because I mean, I think that's like the normal thing too. Like, when you're depressed or just like mentally not doing well, shit be pissing you off way more than like.
Yes. So that's something that I noticed too lately. Like, I'll notice myself becoming upset at things that I would normally, I don't want to say tolerate, but for lack of a better way of saying it right now, tolerate. Like, usually it's things that don't really bother me.
I know I'm allowed to tolerate, so I know I be pissing you off lately.
You feel like you're not. Oh my God, I can't even think straight. Do you hear this? This is what I'm saying. This is one of the reasons why it's also been hard to do this podcast, to do an episode, because I can't even form a sentence, or that's how it's been feeling. I can't form a sentence properly that would make sense, but I should be used to that.
But I also like doing this segment right here where it's like we're being raw and real, and it's like, this is fucking real life. This isn't just look at our podcast, everything's perfect. We're like, life is literally lifing, and I am 6 seconds away from killing myself. So I don't know if I should say that, but I'm gonna say that anyway, because I mean, I'm not like, I don't mean it like fucking in the literal sense, but you know what I mean. But I've been like, since my dad died, I don't really feel anything. Well, no, that's not true. Like, I feel a lot of things, but I don't know how to, like, well, the feelings are there.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to pretend like they're not. no, that's not the way to explain it either.
Maybe you're still trying to process them.
Yeah, because it's like the other night I was playing on my computer, I was listening to like a comedian or something, and I'm like laughing hysterically, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh my god, my dad's dead.
Yeah.
And for a second, like I wanted to cry, and then I just went back to like watching the funny clip or whatever.
Like you didn't want to stop and really dig into that feeling. You were like, oh, okay, cool. No, I don't like that. Let's look this way.
You're like, oh, we're gonna unpack that in therapy in 10 years.
Yeah.
Are you taking ADHD meds?
So I am. I was actually gonna text you earlier today to tell you that I have an appointment Thursday.
The med that you're on now, and I won't say the name of it, was the one and only ADHD med I ever tried in my life.
Really?
Yeah. And it was not a good experience.
Really?
And
Holy
so
shit.
my doctor was like, yeah, no, we're not going to be able to, like, the doctor that I had at the time was quickly like, ADHD meds are just not going to be a viable option for you.
That's the fucking problem.
And it might be.
I'm so over this. Okay.
Because
you know what?
After we record, you and I can have a much more in-depth conversation of like what my experience with ADHD
I was gonna say like that's the point. We have full conversation. You just delete whatever.
Okay, yeah. So I was like, I became suicidal. Like legit wanted to off.
That's why you told me to be careful.
Yeah, and but the thing is, here's the funny thing: the med you're on is a non-stimulant, because my doctor was looking at like my anxiety meds, and she was like, you definitely can't go off those. So it was decided at that point a stimulant would probably not be good for me. It would heighten my anxiety, which is already fucking off the wall to begin with. So we tried a non-stimulant to like ease my way into it, and it was just, I was so fucking depressed. So depressed.
I think that's what it is. I just realized there's a connection.
And that's the problem too with a lot of like antidepressants and stuff. Like so I'm on an anxiety med that I've been on since 2018.
Okay.
The amount of medications I had to go through before I found one that worked, because they were like, this one made me worse, this one made me depressed, this one made me want to fucking yeet myself off of the bridge, like and I think it's like when you're kind of stuck in the cycle of like where your ADHD is like really, really fucking affecting you, but then you're trying meds, and it's hard to like draw the line where it's like, is this just me, or is this a side effect of the medication? And that's why I fucking hate those stupid ass fucking TikToks like, oh look, a squirrel, hashtag ADHD. It's like, you fucking cunt.
And it's not even that bothers me though. I don't give a shit about those, because at least they are not. It's the people that either talk bad about it or that invalidate the way others feel because of it. Like, being asked, do you feel like you make it your personality? No, I'm trying to make, well, at the time at least that they asked me, I was trying to make sense of every fucking thing I thought was wrong with me. And it's just like, I read something somewhere that I can like relate to. When you get diagnosed, don't get me wrong, at first it's very conflicting, because it's kind of like, oh great, so something is up with me, like I'm not 100% normal, whatever normal means, right? But then when you kind of in my experience at least, once you process it, it makes everything make more sense, and you no longer feel like you're just this flawed human, this
oh yeah
I mean, don't get me wrong, I will be completely honest, I fucking hate with a passion having ADHD. I hate it.
Like, I used to think I was just strange until I was diagnosed with OCD, and then I was like, oh, that's why I'm like that.
At first it's conflicting, and then at some point you kind of learn to be at peace with it in a way.
Yeah.
But then, like, I don't know, it's just, earlier today I was actually telling Megan, my ADHD symptoms are much more different now. And she asked me what I meant about that. Well, as others would know, people who have ADHD would know, we do also come with like a bunch of skills that, might not come as easily to others, whatever. And I used to thrive with those set of skills. I no longer have those skills. And like, I find just the older I get, my symptoms are changing, and it's getting much worse. And it's just like, you thought you had something like that figured out, and then you realize like it's always going to be changing for the most part. So it's just like we have to relearn our fucking skills, relearn our behavior patterns. It's just like, come on, I just figured this out, or at least it felt like I just figured this out, and then you realize that you didn't. You know what I mean? So just feel like you keep having to start over. And then our conversation about the medication, that's a part of the fucking journey. And it's just, when I was first diagnosed, I did not go towards medication. I said, no, I want to do this in a natural way. I want to just, I just need to control my depression, right?
And that kind of been with you, like, on this journey from, like, the time you were diagnosed, up until now. And now that I'm thinking about it, I do think things got worse when you tried medication.
Right?
Now that I'm really, like, looking back, it's like you were trying medication, and it's and I mean, I have somebody else in my life who I'm very close with, who has been through the fucking ringer trying to find the right ADHD medication. Yeah. And it's just been.
And I hear that's normal, like, to struggle through finding what works for you.
I had the same thing with, like, my anxiety and stuff like that, finding a med that works. But, I mean, just sometimes meds are not the answer. And maybe you're just one of those. I mean, definitely talk to. Like, I'm not
No. I understand what you mean. No, and let me give you guys a little bit of an insight, actually. So, I was hesitant to do this episode because I don't want to just sound like I'm complaining.
Girl, we can complain. We have that right.
But
we just told them about the fucking month we had.
Facts. But to further explain that. It's more than just, oh no, I'm forgetting, oh no, I'm tired, and that paralysis bullshit is fucking real. It is real. That's 100% real, and like it's a cycle. But hold on, let me go back to my point, the one I was trying to make. A perfect example is, as you guys know, I started a new job not that long ago. It's I love it. I love this job. It's great. There's nothing wrong with the job specifically. However, when you're struggling with ADHD symptoms, like, severely, you can't. I know most people think, like, oh, accommodations and this, and it's not that simple.
Yeah, like,
especially if you're literally in the field of providing services to people who make your problems look so small. Like, not that should be.
Yeah, like, I love that you mentioned, like, accommodations, because, like, for children who are diagnosed as ADHD, the schools, from what I hear, are usually, like, there's accommodations, stuff
like testing and classes,
to help learning come easier to them. No one's accommodating you in the real world. Like, when you become an adult and you go and you enter the workforce, your boss doesn't give a shit.
No. I mean, they are struggling and sometimes they can't. Like, I don't even mean to justify, like, okay, there might be some jobs that could potentially do that for you if they have the space for it, right? But, like, again, when you're in the business, that's what I meant. And when you're in the business of providing services, direct services to people, you can't. You got to be the professional. You got to be the responsible one. You got to be the one to model appropriate behavior no matter what, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying you can't be perfect. That's not the point. It's hard to explain that. Oh yeah, I have ADHD. You know what I mean? Like, it feels stupid when you're 30 years old telling someone you can't, like, you're doing 31. Something. Shut up. because, you know what I mean? No, I know. Like, you're a grown ass person saying, oh, sorry, it's just my ADHD. No, they don't care.
Like, even then, like, I think, and I've been a manager, and I've had to train people. And I, for, like, me, I've tried to, at least I like to think that I've tried to, what the hell is happening? Are the mics dead?
No, why? Oh, yours is? No, mine is on.
Okay, sorry, we had a bit of technical difficulties. My mic shut off. So, like, I've been a manager, I've had to train people, and I try to keep in mind that, like, people learn differently. Like, I'm a hands-on learner. Yeah, you can sit there and give me written instructions. I'm gonna be like, I don't understand a word you just fucking said. If you show me once how to do something, we're golden. And I think, like, because I do think there are a lot of, like, adults who have ADHD and just were not. So yeah, fucking goddamn, we keep trying this and we keep having technical difficulties, and I'm gonna just it's the battery's fucking low, fucking piece of shit.
Mine is getting low too, so we might have to wrap it up.
Yeah. So
but like we understand. We got to keep trying. We got to keep going. We got to be adults. Whatever the fuck people have to say to that, it's fine. I just feel like, I just don't think you really understand unless you're literally living it. And I'm not saying it's the worst thing to live with. No, not at all. But that's my struggle. I'm talking about my struggle. You're like, furthermore, no. No, anyways, we are hoping to get back on track with this podcasting. Yes. And like, we really hope to get more feedback as we continue to put things out. We just have a lot going on right now, but we will be right back.
Yes. Hang in there, guys. We're trying to too. And we'll talk to you soon.